Good evening. Today is October 28th, and you're watching the Manila Times News Prime. Let's dive into today's biggest stories. Our top story: President Marcos accepts the chairmanship of the ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim turns over leadership of the regional bloc after the conclusion of the 47th ASEAN Summit today. Marcos affirms his dedication to advancing Filipino interests as well as the Southeast Asian community. President Marcos at the ASEAN Summit vows full diplomacy when dealing with issues in the South China Sea, while also asserting the country's maritime rights under international laws. The chief executive stated the Philippines' tireless commitment to work with the regional bloc in crafting a code of conduct in the South China Sea that is consistent with international law. The chief executive also suggested diplomatic cooperation to prevent risks of incidents from occurring, mechanisms that would enable artisanal fisherfolk to access their traditional fishing grounds without interference or danger. Rafi Tulfo emerged to be the richest among the 16 senators who have filed their respective statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth, or SALM. Senator Rafi Tulfo had declared over 1 billion pesos in total assets. Tulfo's brother Erwin took the second spot for the top three richest senators with over 650 million pesos, followed by Senator Mig Zubiri, who declared over 430 million pesos. Senator Chis Escudero is so far the poorest among the Senate's Millionaires Club with only 18 million, followed by Senator Riz Altiveros with almost 19 million. The other senators who allowed public access to their SALNs were Ping Lacson, Robin Hood Padilla, Lito Lapid, Tito Soto, Pia Cayetano, Sherwin Gatchalian, Bam Aquino, Lauren Legarda, Joel Villanueva, and Kiko Pangilinan. Other senators have yet to submit their SALNs. They are Senators Alan Peter Cayetano, Bato de la Rosa, Jinggoy Estrada, Bongo, Rodante Marcoleta, and Aimee Marcos. 1 in 4 Filipino children remain stunted or undersized due to malnutrition caused by economic difficulties. This is according to a joint study by the Philippine Institute for Development Studies, or PIDS, and the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF Philippines. According to the research in 2023, around 24%, or 2.6 million Filipino children under 5, were stunted, underweight, and under the average height. The study also found that most of these children also suffer from food poverty, as 62% of them do not meet minimum dietary standards. PIDS President Dr. Philip Arnold Tuaño said economic growth alone does not automatically lead to better nutritional outcomes. Tuaño added that progress in child nutrition requires well-designed and well-financed interventions that reach the most vulnerable populations, that begin with maternal health. The Philippine Army on Tuesday clarified that Basilan is not under siege and is free from conflict. This came after a firefight that ensued between two warring clans earlier today. Major General Leandro L. Peña, commander of the Joint Task Force Orion, said the cause of the conflict was a misunderstanding between two powerful families that led to the death of their barangay captain. The village chief was identified as Ustad Bahang, who happened to be a member of one of the warring clans. According to Tipo Tipo, Basilan's Municipal Disaster Office, the firefight started around 7 a.m. Peña clarified that the conflict was only between two clans and not between government troops and the MILF. The Manila Times has successfully wrapped up its 5th masterclass, Breaking News, a masterclass in news delivery in the digital age. Under the guidance of broadcast journalist Ezra Abadraya, 48 aspiring reporters dove deep into the tools and techniques that shape modern journalism. From writing and producing to reporting and delivering their own news stories, each participant got hands-on experience in the fast-paced world of broadcast. Interested in joining the next wave of storytellers? Head over to the Manila Times School of Journalism for details on upcoming classes. That's it for now. Thanks for spending your evening with us. For more news and information, read the Manila Times on print, subscribe to its digital edition, or log on to www.manilatimes.net. Follow the Manila Times on all social media platforms. I'm Michael Ang, and you've been watching the Manila Times News Prime. Stay informed, and we'll catch you here same time tomorrow. Good night.